Hello guys, welcome to a new tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you how to do that scope break effect I just showed you. And I think it's going to be kind of a long tutorial, so let's get started. So first thing you want to have is a pre-composition, and you want to open it and have a basic animation inside a scope, whatever you want to do there. And then right when the guy's about to zoom out from the scope, you want to hit time freeze frame, okay? That way it will just stay there. So yeah, once you have that pre-composed here, you want to have that, and below you want to have the original clip. And you want to have them perfectly synced so that I come over here and you can see these two bullets here, those two shine, and then I hit this and they're almost perfectly synced. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? But they're almost synced. So now let's get on with the shatter effect, and we're going to do that on our shatter precomposition. So selecting shatter, the precomposition, want to go to effect, simulation, shatter, and you're going to get these wireframes. So you want to go view rendered, and that way you'll get these bricks. So go forward until your shot is, for example, here, and you want to go to force 1 and keyframe the radius to 040 and go one frame back and set it to 0. So that way it will start over there where the shot is. Okay, so you're supposed to get these bricks, and yeah, that's okay. So in our precomposition, hit U for the keyframes and go to where you set 040, okay? And the force 1, the position, you have to set this outside of the view wherever you want the pieces to explode from. So I'm just going to do it here, okay? And very important, the shape pattern, I'd either use herringbone 1 or 2. Don't use the other ones, they're really bad and they're really not worth trying. So I'll just stick to herringbone 1. And as you can see, when I go forward, it will only break half of my screen. So you want to go where the radius is, where you keyframed 040 to radius. I want to set it, I want to put it up until it breaks most of the screen. So yeah, that's enough. Okay, so we're getting the full screen breaking now. Okay. So now what we're getting is just the screen, the blocks falling, and the blocks are too big probably, so go to repetitions and put it up a bit. Yeah, that should be good. And make sure to put the extrusion depth up so you get thicker blocks. That looks much better. So to slow-mo the bricks, using Twixtor or timer mapping is hard, or I don't know, you just can't use it, or it won't let you. So you have to do it inside of Shatter with gravity. So what we do is, right where you keyframed radius to wherever you set, you want to go to physics, and you want to keyframe, well actually first go to gravity direction, and you want to set gravity direction to where your force is. So mine is up here, and note 0 degrees is up, 180 degrees is down, so left is 270. Okay, so that's my gravity direction. My pieces will automatically, after being braked, will automatically go there. So right where you keyframed radius, you want to keyframe the gravity, and you want to set this to like 19. Okay, and then you want to go like 10 frames forward with shift page up and set it to 0. That way you'll get a lot of gravity in the beginning, and then you'll get none. So they'll stop and then they'll stay still just a bit, okay? So we are getting that these bricks are just not moving fast enough. So what we have to do is go to the force 1 and set strength to a really high number, to like 26. That way the blocks will break and move much faster. and now we get two or three blocks in the middle of the way, and that's what we want. So what we do now is we can actually slow this down. I mean, we slowed it down enough with gravity, and now we can do it inside After Effects by using time stretch. So you want to go to a place where you sort of see you have enough blocks in front of your view, like this. I have 4, 5, 6 blocks, and that's actually what we want, between 2 and 6, okay? So you want to split shatter by doing Control-Shift-D, and right here, this one, shatter 2, you want to do time stretch, and you want to do it around 300, okay? Well, sorry about that. Mine's already set to 300, okay? Sorry. So you're gonna get 100 there, okay? You're gonna get 100. Make it 300. I'm gonna have to set this to 900 to make it 3 times more. Okay, so now we're getting the same things. Now we come here and the pieces just slow down here. That's what we want. That's good. So to make this look even better, right when this breaks, okay, right here, it's just starting to break, the clip you have underneath, let me just deactivate this. The clip you have underneath, you want it to be scoping out, like here, it just scoped out. So you want to split this, split layer, and delete this. Okay, so that way it breaks and the guy is scoping down. Wait, let me activate this, and it breaks and he's scoping down. And you want to Twixtor the clip. So I'm just gonna do a Twixtor real fast. Twixtor Pro 59. And around here, I'll just make it a 10%. Don't do it too much, or otherwise it won't look that good. Okay, so you get that. So that's basically it. Right now you have the animation done, but it actually looks too dull. So the first thing I did is I pre-composed these two, the two clips you split. So just grab both with click one and control click another one. I want to go to layer, pre-compose, okay? And call it whatever. And right after it breaks, you want to have the pieces, I mean the shatter, blurry. So let's go blur and sharpen and set it to fast blur. And make sure you take repeat edge pixels. And okay, so right here, just right when it breaks, first, you don't want them blurry. So just set it to 0. Then when they're all broken here, you want them blurry. So set this to 10. Okay, now they're all blurry. And after a while, when you get like, I don't know, like 5 pieces like this, okay, you want to go a bit forward. You want to hit U here and want to set 10 again, okay, and then you go 8 frames forward, something like that, and set it to 0 so that they're on focus again. And you want to go like 20 frames or 30 frames forward, depends on what you want really. I'm just going to go 30 and set it to 0, and then go 8 frames forward again and set it to 10 so that they're off focus again. But while these pieces are on focus, you want the clip underneath it to be off focus. So what we want is to grab our clip and go Effect, Blur and Sharpen, Fast Blur again. And you take repeat edge pixels, and right where you set the keyframe to be 10 on the pieces, you grab this and you make sure you keyframe it and set it to 0. And then you come here to where this is set to 0, and you want to make this blurry, so you set it to 10. And then you go forward, you hit U, you set 10 again, and then 0 again. So that way what we have is the piece is breaking, they get on focus, and then they get off focus again. Okay, so that looks much better now, but we still need something else. And I will provide you a link in the description with these two action essentials you're gonna need to make this look better with smoke and explosions and everything. So you want to download these, and you want to get this powder hits, okay, and want to put it on top. And you want to go right where the shot is, over here, a bit forward, yeah, here, and you want to set this to start right there, and you want to rotate it correctly so that these sparks are facing your like where your view is, okay? So now they're looking to the right, and you want to position these so that they're where the explosion is. And make sure you put the opacity down to like 55 because you don't want to see that a lot. Okay, so just do that, and then you grab the other one and you put it below the powder hit, okay? And this one you want to make start before the powder hit, and make sure you opacity this and keyframe it to 0, and then go like 10 frames forward after like the beginning shot, and set it to like 55 too. So that way we're getting two smokes, and it makes it look much better. You can notice that, I guess, okay? And that's basically it. I only add 2 more effects, okay? What I do is I add a new adjustment layer, okay? And I add some twitch. So right where the explosion is, I add effect video copilot twitch. Keyframe the amount to 100, go 5 frames forward. Set this to 0. And after where you keyframed it for the first time, here you want to go like 20 frames forward and set it to 0 again. And then you want to enable slide and set the speed to like 25 probably, yeah. And want to set the operator controls of slide to slide amount, set it to like 4, and then RGB split, I'll do 50. And that way we're gonna get this cool wiggle. And as you can see, twitch, when you use it on an adjustment layer, you don't get the mirrored edges. So you want to do on the adjustment layer, you want to go effect, stylize motion tile, and you want to put it on top of twitch, and set the tile, the output width to 150 and output height to 150. So that way you're gonna get the mirrored edges, okay? Yeah, so that's basically it. All I do now is just add effect, Revision plugins, Real Smart Motion Blur, and that's basically it. We got a really cool animation. Let me render this out so that you guys can see this. Okay. Okay, so this is what it is, guys. By the way, in the adjustment layer where you put the twitch and everything, you want to make sure you tick mirror edges. I forgot to do that, so just do that, and this is what you get. Okay. Sorry for that audio. Let me take that off. Okay, so this is, if you sync this well with the music, it can look pretty awesome. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys like the tutorial. Make sure to leave some suggestions on what to do tutorials on the comments, and well, yeah, see you on my next video.